So today I'm just gonna do a 1 month benchmark. Has it been a month yet? I don't know. It's been about a month, 30-ish days since I started age-adding. I promised it. I didn't promise it, but I said I was gonna do it. A 1 month benchmark since I started age-adding. It's been, what day is it? 23. It's been almost 2 months since I started studying Korean. But when I started 27, and from 27 to from May 27th to June about 4 was just really light work, like almost just 1 hour a day-ish. And then and then from June 4 or from June 5 to like June 10 was that's about when I started recording. And then like the next 9 days was just studying Korean but not Ajatt. And then about July might have been in the double digits, but around there. Let me just check. So I started Ajatt June 20. So 20 days after I think it's about 9 days after. Well, I actually started Ajatt June 22, but I heard about it and started switching from my original approach to Ajatt June 20. So about there, it's been approximately a month, month. I started Ajatt. So how has my progress been doing? So the bulk of my Ajatt has consisted of a lot of passive listening. I got Podbang, which is like a Korean podcast app, and I downloaded a couple hours of that, several hours of that. And I have an earbud and I just leave it in, while I'm throughout the day, while I'm working out, while I'm walking, whatever. I just stop and start it whenever I feel, or whenever I get a chance, really. I've been on vacation a lot. I was on vacation for about a week. Combined maybe 10 days since I started AJ, maybe a little more, maybe 15 days. So I still Ajatt on there, but it's not as rich and as immersive as if I'm in my room, which I have worked to make an Ajatt like friendly environment. You can see I have posters there. I have posters that I'm working on right now. So it's been a struggle, but we're going slow and steady. I think it's gonna be a long video. So far my Anki I have about. All right, so let me start from the beginning chronologically to the end. So when I first started Ajatt, the first thing I did was obviously I read the Refold and Ajatt websites, and then I started getting to it. So I switched. All my phones were switched to Korean. All my stuff was switched to Korean, but I would still read the American news and stuff. And I still followed American people. When I went to social media, I would see only English content. So now, about a couple days later, a couple days after I started, I did switch all that. So I switched my region on YouTube and my region on my phone to Korea. So now I'm on YouTube Korea instead of just regular YouTube. So all the videos are in Korean. I switched my news to Korean news. I only listen and watch the Korean news. What else? I've been getting the hang of listening to only Korean music, but I'm not really into Korean music. I prefer Japanese music and American music, especially since Kanye just dropped. Well, he kind of dropped, he didn't drop. So we're slow and steady, but I haven't gotten on the wagon of reading yet. I don't think I'm at that point where I can just pick up a book and read it. I don't even know the first 1,500 words yet. I've just been looking at the little beginner book. I'm not reading it like seriously. I'm just looking for I+1 sentences from my Anki, which I'll get to. So back to where we were. First days, rough. Watched a lot of K-drama. Not a lot of K-dramas. I started watching Vincenzo with the Korean subtitles. I understood maybe 15 words an episode, possibly. and that's after studying for about a month. So, you know, that goes to see like the casual approach. I mean, the common sense approach wasn't really that good. But it is also, learning language is also a exponential thing. But it doesn't matter. I only said about 15 words per episode, and then I started Anki. Like I had Anki, but I didn't use it heavily. I started Anki maybe 5 days after I started Ajatt, so June 25, June 25. I was doing, at first, like 5 words a day, and then I was like, okay, this isn't gonna work unless I do a lot. And then I did 35 words a day, and then I found myself repping for like an hour, not an hour a day, but like 45 minutes a day. I mean, not 30 minutes a day for like 30 cards, for 45 cards. And that was like, I mean, like, bro, I'm repping 150 cards in 30 minutes now. So I kind of had to cut down. I cut it down to 30, and then I cut it down to 25. I might cut it down to 20, but I'm pretty comfortable at 25 right now. So far, I mean, I got 25 words a day, that's clean. That's 4 days, it's 100 words. A month, that's like 600 and some words, right? So, I don't know, something like that. 100, 400. 725, 750 words a month. So, I mean, that's statistics times 12, that's like 9,000 words, I think, yeah. So I'm going slow and steady on Anki. At first, I was doing vocabulary on the back of the language learners book, off the back of this book right here. And then like, you know, the words were kind of suspicious. Words that note like goblin and like a person with a lump, stuff that no one would actually say. So then I just searched up a word frequency list, and I started going through that. But then I found that it was kind of hard to remember because I didn't know a lot of the words on the example sentences and stuff like that. But I just kept going with it, and then maybe a couple weeks later, when I knew a couple hundred words, 300, 400, 500 words. Actually, no, I think it's when I knew 600 words. I started understanding a lot more words in Korean dramas, and then I started picking up like I'm stuttering I'm stuttering hard. So when I'm watching Netflix, I screenshot the subtitles. Like if I see an episode sentence, I screenshot it, and then I save it. And I do that for every episode. And then I take the unknown word. That's what we're supposed to do, right? Take the sentence, unknown word, put it in Anki, put the definition of the unknown word, and put the what's it called? We'll put the actual word and then the definition of the word, and the example sentence. So I found that I've been learning a lot more quickly. I only have about 20-ish maybe of those, but I've only been doing it for 2 days actively, and they're a lot easier to rep, a lot funner to rep too, because I can understand the entire sentence instead of just one word on the Chinese root. I can understand the whole sentence, so it makes it a little bit easier to rep. Today I repped like 167 words in less reps than I did yesterday. So yesterday I repped like 125, 130. Today I repped like 160, and I did it in like a little bit less of the time, right? Like I did it much faster. I did it like 5 minutes faster. So I don't know. That's stats. So as I progressed through my Ajatt Refold journey, my immersion journey, I diversified my K-drama stuff. So instead of just watching Vincenzo, I started watching Saikojiman Kwenchana. I mispronounced Saikojiman Kwenchana. There we go. I started watching that, love that show. Then I started watching, I dropped anime for like completely because it's Japanese and I need to watch Korean stuff. I watch a lot of Korean YouTube videos. I subscribe to this like, I don't know, it's like a Minecraft YouTuber. I watch a lot of like vlogs and stuff. I enjoy ITZY, the girl group. They're pretty cool. I like them a lot. Mainly because honestly I didn't like them at first, but then I started seeing them so much on my For You page. So then I was like, they're cool, pretty cool. So yeah, ITZY, it's pretty chill. The music is it's pretty inside. I don't prefer it over English music, but it's listenable. And then right around the time when I started getting into music and stuff, and started actually like getting serious about Ajatt, about 2 weeks in, I bought earbuds. Well, actually, no, that wasn't true. I bought it about 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago. I bought my little earbud, the small one, the little bean one. Back here somewhere. This little thing right here. Also, it's probably gonna be like a very broad video. I'm only gonna have a couple edits maybe in the beginning because I don't feel like going through the entire 30-ish minute video. How long the video is gonna be, I don't know. And editing every single part of it, it's gonna take hours. And right now, I'm kind of just making this video because I'm procrastinating because I don't want to write an essay that I have to finish. So, yeah, bean, this little thingy right here. I just stick it in my ear, have it for hours. So, yeah. That, and I bought some earbuds, but I didn't like them, so I actually returned them. And then my headphones broke, so I'm kind of just relying on like a wired setup, like the wired earbuds, the standard Apple ones. I just put them in my pocket, feed them through my shirt, and let them hang, and I just play podcasts. And whenever I get a minute, I just pop it in, pop it out. I like this one better though, because I can just always have it in my ear. It's not a disturbance. It's comfortable. So I just have it in my ear, and then I pause and unpause whenever I feel like it. I'll actually tell you how I use this later on. But so when I got that, and then I kept watching K-dramas, watched a lot of YouTube. And then I follow this like a news thing on Instagram, and so now almost all of my Instagram feed is in Korean, which is amazing because I'm always constantly seeing it, and as well as all the people that I follow, they're all Korean, and then my YouTube is also all in Korean. Like most of the videos I follow is like news channel, and news channels post like every single second, so I have a long list of Korean stuff. So it's been going pretty good. I'm still in the process of aging my room because I need to compare these English books, replace them with Korean books, but I have a lot of books, and I have really big bookshelves because I read a lot. Well, I haven't been reading now because I'm Korean and stuff, but yeah. School starts in a couple days, actually. August 17, so we'll see how that impacts my Ajatt. I'll probably still be Ajatting in school. I don't care. Maybe with an earbud in one, just an earbud, like with a little bean one. We'll see what happens though. I'm actually the president of my thing, so I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. So last week I was on vacation. I just got back yesterday in the morning. I was on vacation in Tennessee. My Ajatt over there consisted of almost all passive. On the airplane, I did do some active listening with my phone, but I didn't get as much as I didn't get the 10 hours that I usually get here. I always did my Anki reps though. One time I did them late. I did them like in the morning. So I left on Thursday, so I did Thursday in the morning. I did reps, and then Friday night I did reps. So it was really late. It was almost 48 hours. So that was kind of bad. I repped it took me so long, but I did. Now I'm pretty consistent with my reps. I rep usually in the morning. That's not the point. I'm not talking about Anki right now. So I spent a couple days there. Thursday, got a couple hours. Friday, a couple hours. Saturday, almost done because we went swimming. Well, first I went to church. I woke up late, went to church, and after that we stayed at church. So I couldn't just be repping. I mean, not repping. I couldn't be Ajatting. And then so I got maybe like an hour, 2 hours. On Saturday, really, really bad. Sunday, we got a couple hours. Tuesday, a couple hours. Monday, Tuesday. On Wednesday, I got a tour of a college, 7, that my mom wants me to go to. I want to go to 7 Adventist University. And on the entire tour, I was Ajatting. Took a couple hours there. And then Thursday morning we left. And I Ajatted on the plane ride, and I Ajatted when I got here, because I got here like at 8 in the morning. And then today, Friday, I've been Ajatting for maybe a couple hours. I just did Anki, put a lot of Anki cards in there. Watched Saikojiman Quinchana. I don't watch Quinchana, so I need to watch that. And yeah, so that's basically the summary of what I've been doing. My Ajatt activities have been for the last month. What have I learned? I mean, what I've definitely felt progress, because when I first started Ajatt, I understood 2, 3, 15 words in an hour, 15-minute episode. Now I understand probably a couple hundred words. I'm understanding entire sentences now. Short sentences, but entire sentences. And some sentences that are like maybe 20 words long, I understand 10, 15 words occasionally. So, but they're like the 15 common words, so they don't actually add any, they don't add the meaning to the sentence. But you know, you get the point. But yeah, you know, it's been an experience. First month, Ajatting, much funner, much better than. I think it's funner than the regular the common sense approach that I was doing, just taking classes online, because or they give you example sentences and then they tell you what they mean, but you don't really learn anything because you don't remember the words unless you put them in Anki. And like there's sentences that no one says. Like no one's gonna say, me and my dad went to the store. Like no one actually says that. And or like me and my dad went to the hospital, or I went to the hospital. Like no one actually says that in real conversation. And even if they do, they probably don't say it like that. And even if they do, they probably add something after that. And even if they do, you know, there's so many exceptions to those kinds of sentences. Anki has definitely been the most helpful thing for learning, because yeah, as I said, I know about 800 words now. 800 words in the last month, which is actually really good, because I was on track to do, it's 800 because it's supposed to be 750, but then it was 31, so I added 25 more, and then the first 2 days I did 35, so that's in there like 30ish. So I have about 800 words right now, which I mean is pretty good. Because how much do I need? I only need about 4,000, 5,000, right? Well, once I get to 1,500, which is like what you're supposed to do, and then you get into the stage 2 of Refold, right? But yeah, it's been pretty good. I like it. I do need to buy new earbuds and new headphones though, because I mean I'm not going to be using a freaking wired earbuds. Miss me with that. So yeah, this next month I'm probably going to want to focus on, first of all, it's probably going to take me about half the month. Nah, probably more. Right? 7 days, 14 days. That's like 200 words. No, 300 words. Interesting. By the time I get back to school, I hope to have this 700. Oh shoot, I don't even know. Yeah, this month I'm still gonna be doing Anki. Well, by this month I mean like from now to August 23. But I'm talking about Ajat months. I'm doing the math. That's really hard. Okay, so this month I'm gonna be finishing with the 1,500 words. 1,500 most common words. And so right now I'm like stage 1. I'm like halfway through stage 1, but I'm also dabbling in stage 2. But I'm gonna finish completely stage 1 of Refold, and then completely start stage 2 of Refold, which is just like comprehension. Because I still don't even know the first 1,500 words, so I'm gonna finish up those, which is only, I have 800, so 700 more, which is about a month. So yeah, a month to finish those up, and then after that I completely stage 2. I'm gonna try to focus. I'm gonna finish this book, the language learner book, the stories. I'm gonna finish that up, get all the vocabulary from there, all the I+1 sentences from there, and then yeah, maybe focus on reading some like raw information, like people, like that actual people have commented, like maybe comments, webtoons, news. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep doing it. What happens, happens. I really want to learn Japanese though. I can't lie. I really want to. Like I love Korean. I think Korean is probably the most perfect language in the world. But Japanese is just like, I actually enjoy Japanese music, even though I don't know what it says. And Korean music, I know some of it says, but I don't really like. K-pop isn't. I'm not really with that. But yeah. I remember this one. If I remember correctly, one person commented like words that I found funny or interesting. The word for clothes, I think it's yeah, it's it looks like a little dude. The word for laugh, looks like also he looks like a little dude. Yeah, those are really good, cool to rep. And I've noticed like some words in Korean, and but like sao, that's enterprise business. I think soap is industry. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, like I think the word for labor, industry, and enterprise, both of them end with op. I mean, labor has like 4 words, but one of them ends in op. So like, and I noticed that in my Anki. I was like, okay, op. That means it has to be related to ding ding, to freaking, to like a business or something. And then saying, I think it was a word for like attention almost. Or something like that. And so like they all end with Guan or something like that. And so you have that, and then you just pair it with whatever before, and that makes a new word. I forgot. It's difficult, guys. I'm struggling here. I don't know these words completely by memory. I've only been reading them for like 3 days. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I don't know how long it was probably like 15-20 minutes. So it's gonna take a long time to download. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for day, I don't even know. All right, bye. Bye, guys.